Welcome back to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Today we'll be focusing on jewelry, which is a significant part of our business. It's crucial that we identify the proper process to accurately identify what is genuine. We'll go over techniques that will help you make informed decisions at the loan counter, but first, let's review our non-negotiable loan standards. Greet every customer within 5 seconds. Use probing questions to qualify the customer, Ni-hao. Have the customer test the merchandise to ensure it functions properly. Explain the 30-day contract and circle the due date and 1-month charge. If the customer wants to pick up their loan, politely attempt to extend the loan. Thank the customer, give a loan guarantee card, and ask for a Google review. Gold has several key properties that helps us identify it. Non-magnetic. Gold doesn't stick to magnets, so if it does, it's not gold. Tarnish resistant. Unlike other metals, gold won't tarnish, so if you see it tarnished, it's likely not real gold. Malleable. Gold is soft, which is why we often mix it with other metals like silver, nickel, or copper to make it stronger and alter its color. Understanding these properties helps us quickly determine the authenticity of the gold we handle. Now, let's go over some important terms related to gold content that you'll encounter frequently. Understanding these will help you better assess the value and authenticity of the items we handle. You have fine gold. This term refers to gold that contains no other elements or metals, also known as pure gold or 24 karat gold. It's important to recognize fine gold because it represents the highest purity we can work with. You have fineness. This is to measure the purity of gold, usually expressed in parts per thousand. For example, you have 999 fineness, which means 99.9% pure gold. Fineness is crucial when determining the value of gold pieces. You have gold alloy. Gold is often mixed with other metals to create different properties like increased strength or different color. For example, adding copper results in rose gold. Knowing these alloys helps you identify the correct carat and assess the item's quality. Then you have carat. This unit is indicated the purity of gold, commonly seen as a number followed by the letter K, like 24K for pure gold. The carat value directly impacts the gold content and therefore the value of the item. Let's quickly discuss the different types of gold carat values, gold content percentage, and the fineness of the common gold purities. You have 24 karat gold, which is 99.9% pure, with a fineness of 999. This is the purest form of gold you'll typically encounter. 22 karat gold is slightly less pure at 91.66% gold, with a fineness of 917. You have 18 karat gold, which contains 75% gold, with a fineness of 750. You have 14 karat gold, has 58.33% gold with a fineness of 585. And you have 10 karat gold, containing 41.66% gold with a fineness of 417. Keep in mind, the lower the carat, the more other metals are mixed in. While gold is our primary focus, we also frequently deal with other precious metals like silver and platinum. It's important to be familiar with these properties as well. You have silver. Pure silver has a fineness of 999, meaning 99.9% silver. This is often referred to as fine silver. You have sterling silver. This is the most common form of silver used in jewelry and has a fineness of 925, meaning it's 92.5% silver. Then you have platinum. The metal has a fineness of 950, meaning 95% pure platinum. Platinum is highly valued for its rarity and durability. Understanding these metals and their purities will help you provide accurate assessment and valuation during your transactions. Equipment needed for testing jewelry. To properly assess and test the jewelry we handle, it's essential to have the right tools. Here's a quick list of the tools you'll need. You'll need a magnet, a loop, an acid test kit, a precious metal testing stone, and a needle file set. These tools are essential for performing accurate and reliable tests on the items we assess. The magnet test. Using a strong rare earth magnet is your first way to check if something is real gold. This is a cheap and easy tool that helps you quickly figure out if an item is gold or not. Take the magnet and run it through all the pieces to see if the jewelry sticks to it. Lean the chain or bracelet over the counter and run the magnet through it. If the magnet sticks to the jewelry, then it's probably not real gold. The loop test. One of the quickest ways to see if your gold is authentic is to look for engraved hallmarks somewhere on the jewelry. This stamp identifies your metal's content and or manufacturer. Always hold your loop close to your eye and bring the jewelry piece towards it. Adjust by moving the jewelry piece in and out until focused. Look for signs of discoloration and look for color and shininess. Remember, these steps are what I like to call the process of elimination steps. They will help you minimize error and extra work. Be aware of these stamps. They are indicators that the jewelry piece is not real. HGP, heavy, hard, gold plated. GF, gold filled. GP, gold plated. HGE, hydrostatic gold electroplating. GEP, gold electroplating. 1/20th gold, which is just gold filled. Here's some example of hallmark stamps and real versus fake. Acid testing procedures. When acid testing a customer's merchandise, try to inflict as little damage as possible. With rings, don't test the very bottom of the shank. With gold chains and bracelets, test the chain or bracelet, not the clasp. Make 3 side-by-side scratches on the testing stone. The scratches should be long enough to allow testing with 3 acids and not allow the acids to touch. Scratches should leave a nice golden color on the stone. Any other color, most likely fake. Select the acid strength designated by the stamp on the piece of jewelry. If there's no stamp, start with 18 karat acid and work your way down. Real gold will leave a gold colored marking. Other metals will just leave a black streak. Very important to always clean the stone very well after you're done. You can use 18 or 22 karat acid to make sure all the leftover scratch bits are gone. Whatever you use, make sure you get rid of the scratches completely. This stops any leftover stuff from mixing up and affecting future tests. All items that is properly carried should not overreact to its corresponding acid or any lower acid. If an item turns slightly darker using its corresponding acid, it is most likely slightly under carat. All 14 and 10 karat items should disappear under the 18 karat acid. Any item that turns white or whitish blue under 18 karat acid is silver. All items that might be silver due to tests should be retested by 3 heavy new scratches and tested again with 18 and 22 karat acid. If any green coloration appears, it is most likely metal base, bronze, or steel. For heavier pieces like a Cuban chain or bracelet, it is always recommended to file a small notch on the link. Make sure to penetrate and expose the metal beneath the surface. For filed pieces, carefully place 1 drop of acid directly on the notch. Observe the chemical reaction. If you immediately notice a green fizz, bubbly, or a smoky fizz, it's fake gold and contains copper. And now it's time for a quick recap. We discussed gold properties, gold terms, gold purity chart, the equipment needed to test jewelry, stamps that indicate fake gold, and keep in mind that testing with the stone and acid is highly subjective and mainly a skill that improves with practice. The more you engage in this process, the more proficient you will become. Never rush through any of these tests and always remember to wait a few seconds to give the acid a sufficient time to work effectively. And once again, I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of the busy day to listen to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Have a great day and let's make some money.